Good morning all of you. Today we are going to estimate different items of work for a single room building using center line method. So in this estimate we will find out the quantity of the following items of work such as earthwork in excavation, cement concrete work in foundation, brick work in foundation and brick work in superstructure. So this is the plan and sectional elevation of the single room building, and all of you must be acquainted with this drawing. So there is no need to explain the plan and sectional elevation again. So as per the center line method, so the first step is calculation of total center to center line length of the building. Okay. So for that I am drawing the plan here. This one is the plan of the building and this is the center line length. And if the center line length, it will be designated as AB. On this side this is BC and on this side this is CD. So the total center line length will be AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. This is the total center line length. So in this we will cover all the four sides, the center line length of all the four sides. So AB, this is the BC, this is CD and this one is DA. So this is the total center line length. And as per this method, the second step is with this center line length, in order to get the quantity, okay, in order to get the total quantity with this center line length, we will multiply the corresponding breadth and depth of the item. For example, if you are going to estimate earthwork in excavation, then with this total center line length, you will multiply the corresponding breadth and depth of the earthwork in excavation. For example, if you are going to calculate the concrete work in total quantity of concrete work in foundation, and then with this center line length, you will multiply the corresponding breadth and depth of the concrete work in foundation. So this can be written as, so this total center line length into B into D can be written as in this manner also. This quantity can be written as AB into B into D plus BC into B into D plus CD into B into D plus DA into B into D, isn't it? This total thing can be written in this manner also. So see, when we are considering AB into B into D, so let us first consider the AB into B into D. That means AB into B into D means this one is the width B. So AB into B into D means this is the center line length AB. Let me show you this in another color. Okay. So AB into B into D means this portion. Okay. AB into B into D means this blue portion. Similarly, second one is BC into B into D. that means BC into B into D. BC is the center to center line, that means this is the portion BC into B into D. Okay. Then next one is CD into B into D. So by taking CD into B into D, that means we have considered this portion. Fourth one is DA into B into D. DA into B into D. Okay. So consider one thing, that means we have in our quantity calculation as per the center line method we have covered entire wall. But mark one thing, while taking the AB wall and BC wall, some portion is common here. Which one? This portion, this black shaded portion. This portion is common to both AB and BC. That means while calculating the total quantity, we have taken this portion in AB and again we have considered this portion BC. That means this black shaded portion is coming twice. Okay. Similarly, for BC and CD wall, there is also another common portion, this portion. Okay. Similar, next one is CD and DA. In CD and DA, this portion is common, and in DA and AB, this portion is common. That means when we are taking DA portion, we have taken this portion, and again for AB calculation, we have taken this portion. That means this portion is coming twice. Okay. But mark one thing, there are some left out portion also. We have not taken into consideration. Those portions we have not taken into consideration. This portion, this corner, and this corner. Now I will mark it with P, Q, R and S. So you can see here in our total quantity calculation, we have assumed that we have taken all the entire wall, but these P, Q, R and S we have not taken at all in our quantity calculation. But this will not affect the total quantity, as the shaded portion is having same dimension with these left out portions. That means this P, Q, R and S. The shaded portion is of same dimensions, and these shaded portions which are colored with black are taken twice. Clear? That's why it will not going to affect your quantity. That means we will assume that we have not left any portion. Okay, clear? So let us come to the drawing. So this will not, so your center line length will remain same in this case only, for particularly for this case where there is no cross wall or junction. That means in this particular method there is no junction point. Junction means where three wall meet. So here there is no such location. That's why the center line length is not going to be changed. This will remain constant for all the items of work. Now we will move to our drawing. So in our drawing, so as there is no cross wall or junction wall, so the center line length will be equal to, in this side it is 5.3, in this side it is 4.3, again in this side it is 5.3, again in this side it is 4.3. So which will be equal to 19.2 meter. Okay. So our center line length is 19.2 meter for this drawing, and as per the method where for getting the quantity of any item of work, okay, to get the quantity of any item of work, we will simply multiply the corresponding breadth and depth of the item with this center line length. Clear? So first, now we will move to our first item of work, that is earthwork in excavation. Okay. So now our center line length is 19.2. okay. So center line length is 19.2. So you can see in this drawing also we have calculated our total center line length of the wall. First 5.3 plus 4.3, again 5.3 plus 4.3. So this is equal to 19.20 meter. This is our center line length. Okay. So first we will go for calculation of your earthwork in excavation. So first item is earthwork in excavation. Okay. So for earthwork in excavation, the length part is clear. Length is 19.2 meter. Then breadth, what will be the breadth of the earthwork in excavation? The breadth, as you know, this will be equal to the breadth of the bottom portion, that means breadth of the cement concrete work in foundation, which is equal to 0.9 meter. Then what is the depth? The depth is from the ground level up to the bottom of the foundation. So you can see here, so from the ground level up to the bottom of the foundation. So your ground level is started from this position. Okay. So this will include 30 plus 30 plus 30. So it is equal to 0.9. Clear? Now we will move to our details of measurement form. So this is the details of measurement form. In particulars of item column, simply write down earthwork in excavation in foundation. Number will be 1, as we have covered all the entire wall of the building, that means including long wall and short wall. Therefore the number will become 1. Length is equal to total center line length, as we have calculated, this one is 19.2. Breadth of excavation is 0.9, depth is 0.9. Then by multiplying these, we will get the total quantity as 15.55 cubic meter. Okay. So earthwork in excavation in foundation is over. Then we will move to our cement concrete work in foundation. Next item of work is cement concrete. Okay. Cement concrete in foundation. So cement concrete in foundation, the length will be constant, 19.2 meter. What is the breadth? The breadth of cement concrete in foundation, you can see from the drawing that this one is the cement concrete work in foundation, and what is its width? Its width is 90 centimeter. So B is 0.9 meter. Then what is the thickness? Thickness of cement concrete work in foundation is 30 centimeter, that is 0.3 meter. Okay. So now we will move to our details of measurement form. So this one is concrete work in foundation. Number will be 1. Length is 19.2, breadth is 0.9 and depth is 0.3. Then simply by multiplying this we will get the quantity as 5.18 cubic meter. Clear? Next item is brickwork in foundation. So for brickwork in foundation, next item. So brickwork in foundation will include quantity of brickwork of all the footings as well as plinth wall. So here there are two numbers of footing. This one is first footing, this one is second footing and this one is the plinth wall. Okay, first, second, plinth. Okay, so first we will go for first footing. So for first footing, what is the length? Length is constant, that is 19.2 meter. What is the breadth? So first footing is of breadth 60 centimeter. You can see here, this one is 60 centimeter. So 0.6 meter. Then what is the thickness? Thickness of the first footing is 30 centimeter. So 0.3 meter. So first footing is over. Then we will go for second footing. What is the length of the second footing? This is 19.2. What is its breadth? So breadth, you can see this is of breadth 50 centimeter. So 0.5. Then depth or thickness. Thickness is of again 30 centimeter. So 0.3 meter. Clear? And plinth wall. Then of plinth. Length is same 19.2. Breadth of plinth wall. Breadth of plinth wall, you can see here, this is of 40 centimeter. So 0.4. Then what is the depth? Depth of the plinth wall is, you can see here, this is written as 60 centimeter. So 0.6 meter. Okay. So clear? First footing length, breadth, depth. Second footing length, breadth, depth, and plinth wall length, breadth, depth. Okay. Now we will move to our details of measurement form. So in details of measurement form, brickwork in foundation and plinth, first footing. So first footing number will be 1, length is 19.2, breadth is 0.6 and depth is 0.3. Then by multiplying this we will get 3.46 cubic meter. Then come to second footing. Number is 1, length is 19.2, breadth is 0.5, depth is 0.3. So by multiplying these we will get 2.88 cubic meter. Then come to plinth wall. Number is 1, length is 19.2, breadth is 0.4, depth is 0.6 as we have calculated. So this will be, by multiplying this we will get 4.61. Then we have to add all these quantity, first footing, second footing and plinth wall. So this will give us the total quantity of brickwork in foundation and plinth. Clear? Then we will move to the next item of work, that is brickwork in superstructure. So for brickwork in superstructure, brickwork in superstructure. This one is the superstructure wall. Okay. So you can see here the breadth of this superstructure wall is 30 centimeter. That means 0.3 meter. And length, as we have previously calculated, this one is 19.2. And what is the height of the superstructure wall? So here you can see here, this is the height of the superstructure wall, that is 3.5 meter. Okay. Okay. And you can see here in the plan that is given, here there is no door and window openings. That's why we will not consider any type of subtraction or deduction from the total quantity of the brickwork. So let us move to the details of measurement form. So here you will write down brickwork in superstructure. This one is the number 1, length is 19.2, breadth is 0.3 and height is 3.5. So by multiplying these 3, we will get the total quantity as 20.16 cubic meters. So this is the final quantity of brickwork in superstructure. And if there will be any door and window, then that opening will be deducted from this quantity. But we have no door and window. So this one is the final quantity of brickwork in superstructure. So this is all about for today's class. In the next class, we will do the estimation of 2-room building using center line method. Thank you.